morning. Got down to about negative 16 degrees Fahrenheit last night, which was somewhat unexpected. I was driving into this valley, and just like it often is in the Great Basin, the temperature, the lower you get, the colder it gets at night. And I watched that take all the way down to, negative 14 when I parked. Unfortunately, my propane ran out at around 8 a.m., but that's fine. I was gonna wake up anyways and hop right into this unbelievable hot spring here in the middle of the valley, and by far the deepest hot spring I've ever seen. I have no idea where the bottom is. I love hot springs like this. They're just so peaceful. You can park right next to them and enjoy a negative temperature morning all by yourself. This one's quite warm too. It's perfect. Okay. I did kind of slice the top of my left toe on one of those rocks. That's what made it so hard to swim in there, is you can tread water no problem with your legs, but you're nervous about, once you get to the edge, kicking one of the sharp rocks. And so you're kind of doing it with your arms at the same time to reach. It is still very, very cold out here. I'm sure it's over 0 now, but maybe 5 degrees or something like that. So aside from this pool, out in the rest of this valley, it's hard to tell, but there's other little steam chutes I see, and I can tell on the satellite footage that there's definitely more geothermal things out here. So let's explore those real quick before heading out into those mountains. Here's a little pool. Oh, it's much clearer. Yeah, I bet that's a lot hotter. The main pool's about 100 degrees. This might be about 110 by the looks of it. Here's a tiny little pool. It's just the coolest thing that these are all over the place, and the water's so clear. You don't want to accidentally step in it. This one looks quite warm. Yeah, that looks like a great one to swim in. Oh, that is nice. That's exact hot tub temperature. Next time we come here, this will be the pool to swim in. And as long as there's not too much snow, I could park right next to it. Here's the last little spring I can see with all the steam. Oh, that is really steaming. That looks really hot. Find out. Oh. Yeah, that's a good one. That is really nice. You can see where the water comes in, and then of course some of it bubbles out there. What an insane natural wonder in these valleys, to just have all these springs that bubble up nice hot water like this. It's unbelievable. You know it's cold when you're walking through the hot springs, and then as soon as you get out, your shoes freeze. They're all super stiff. Alright, look at that. It's 3 degrees. So about what I expected. Now I've got to find my way out of here through these fairly undeveloped backcountry snow-covered roads. Alright, I'm on to an easier to drive road where I can actually gain some speed and head straight towards those mountains and see what I find up there. I'm guessing that road is probably not in excellent condition. It's -5 degrees now that I've gotten some speed and the car's been able to adjust. It always overshoots the temperature when it sits in the sun, but this sounds about right. So yeah, I'm gonna head up into the mountains and see what I discover. Look at those. That's really cool. Super old cars just pushed down into the ditch. I think just ahead here is where I've seen that little abandoned ghost town. Back in the old ruby mining days. Yeah, here we are. Oh, look at this. And that's totally worth checking out. Let's see if there's a place to park. Driving past, there's like a whole ghost town in here. I never realized how extensive it is. This is so cool. Definitely, I'm gonna have to put my boots on now. Since I don't have any propane left, I can't make any real food, unfortunately, but I can bust out a quick bowl of cereal. And that should do for this morning. I don't really know anything about this ghost town other than I know it is in some way affiliated with the Donner Party. That moved across the Great Basin all the way to California, where most of them died in a snowstorm on Donner Pass. But it looks like there's a lot going on there. It's pretty big, so we'll see what we find. Alright. Let's go see what we find. Wow. I mean, it was hooked up to modern two-phase 240 volt electricity here. So this must have been quite ahead of its time, and not even that old. Oh, wow. It smells pretty strongly of rat droppings. Yeah, it's got modern outlets and everything. That one does not smell good. Wow. I'm always so cautious walking into these, worried that there's wildlife that is taken over. This has actually held up very well. This is really recent. Wow. Yeah, if you wanted to know how recent it is, those hose clamps are barely rusty at all, and there's a full-on modern water heater. Modern PVC fittings. It's actually pretty sad. Like they used to have a nice stream in their backyard. It's totally frozen now. Look at that frozen stream. I was hoping that I could maybe do some fishing up here, but clearly that is not the case. Yeah, that is totally frozen solid. Wow. This one's so nice. I almost wondered if there was somebody still in there. But sure enough, the entire roof is caved in from snow. You just wonder how this happens. How a whole community just ends up totally ransacked. And I guess it doesn't take long for nature to take back over. Just imagine how nice this would have been. Everybody's got a little stream in their backyard. It's a shame. The last thing I want to check out is, it looks like there was some kind of mine or something up this little road. There's something up there and I want to see what it is. It's not uncommon for these towns to be associated with mines. If you can see that road that climbs way up there, I have no doubts that there's some kind of mine shaft way up there, but there's no way I'm making it there, so instead I'm going to check this out. That's what I was looking at from the bottom. I wonder what's in there. Oh, I guess it was just storage. This structure here is a lot older than the ones down there. I can tell by the fact that the nuts are all square, which they used to be before they became hexagons. The wood is cut with mills rather than large electric standard machinery. This is an 1800s structure for sure. Not at all what I expected. Now the plan is simple. Head north on this little road until I get to something that takes me to Elko, because that is the nearest town where I can fill up propane. And it should be snowing within a couple days. Oh, and happy Thanksgiving, guys. That is today, as it turns out. I wouldn't have known if I didn't get a text from my dad. Nice. Alright, well, thank you guys so much for watching. I did not expect it to get that cold. And after seeing all that steam in the valley, I thought, oh, that's a great place to go camping. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that little negative 14-degree camping video. Of course, the ghost town was also kind of a surprise to me. I only realized it was here the other day. If you're into this kind of Great Basin content, I love the Great Basin. So these types of desert landscapes with cool artifacts and hot springs, let me know, because this winter maybe I'll spend a lot of time camping here if it's something you guys are into. If not, let me know as well. I'm going to be heading farther west now, where the big snows are coming for the season, and it'll be a good test of how well the van handles getting out of a few feet of snow. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching.